Oh, fuck.
Okay, I put it down. I had no pills, so I didn't use that.
Why can't you just use the hexes?
I had no head.
The dark orb? You don't have any dark orbs?
I just put one.
Okay then, why were you saying you had no hex?
Follow me.
Then why did you say you had no hex when you have
You
hex?
just told me that.
He's saying he didn't have something when he actually fucking did.
And more power.
So? Hexes are out of range. What? I don't know. Don't fucking worry about it. Jeez. Who? The fucking Dragon Rider? You mean the one on the fucking bridge?
Yes.
He needs to die. No, he won't. He'll go after you, you dumbass. No, I'm not. I'm far away from him. If you get him, if you trick him off the fucking edge. You have to kill everything, or I'll have to end up going to him myself and fighting him. Why aren't you using magic on him? Just... He has items to regenerate it, and he's not using it for some fucking reason. If you're not gonna use magic, I will. Or you are, actually. Trick him off the map. I can re-summon you. Trick him to fall off the fucking map. Ah, hold it. Let me fucking do it. Wait where you are now. Hold it. I'll do it. You're gonna get killed in the process, but it'll get rid of him. And the fucking rock himself off the mountain. Simple. That's how you change the first dragon rider. I had to go to the kitchen real quick, ass. left my room. You could have went and smacked him, even if he was running past you. Use magic or fucking smack him. Why does it matter how you get his attention? How does it... What does it matter if he runs past you? You can still attack him. More than once! You could have hit him more than once. How many times did you hit him?
Twice.
You didn't hit him more than twice. I'm stating facts, Dad. That ain't gonna protect me from his ass, you stupid fuck. Oh my god. You can literally just trick him off the map. You can literally just trick him off the map.
You're delivering sunscreen too? Tony Hawk? What? Who's that? Do you want to break me, Tony? If not, a hawk? You can't get a hawk delivery.
I'm going to try to survive 100 days as an engineer in a zombie apocalypse. In this world, I will try to not only survive against the zombies, but thrive and turn them into who's being hunted. As an engineer, I will make tons of new tools and machinery to help me along the way, including things like turrets, a jetpack, and a quarry for my survival. In this apocalypse, zombies have become much more powerful than usual. First of all, break blocks from day one. Now, in roughly the first 30 days, zombies aren't that common yet, but after that, they will start to spawn everywhere and will evolve every 15 days. Over their evolution, they'll gain the ability to build, their stats will be increased, and on day 19, they'll gain the ability to drop TNT. Blood moons will also occur more and more frequently as the days pass, where the amount of zombies that spawn will be amplified.
Yeah, so what? Doesn't mean it doesn't take time.
Where I will be safe from the zombies and the other mobs that are going to be helping them. In these 100 days, I plan to make tools and gear that will make me as powerful as possible, build a fortified base that will withstand and wipe out zombies, and most importantly, survive, which is going to be a very difficult task as I will be in hardcore mode with only one life to live. Without further ado, it's time to try to survive 100 days as an engineer in a zombie apocalypse. apocalypse, my appreciation for nature became a lot greater. Hello. Oh, and what is this? Coyotes or something? Wolves? I don't know exactly. Coyotes. That's cool. Goats? I got some wood, made some basic tools, and continued gathering materials. After adventuring around for a bit, I found this mountain area, which I liked a lot because it was flat, and at the same time it would be difficult for zombies to get to the top of it. By the time that I got to an area on the mountain that I liked, nighttime was approaching, and I slept the night away as soon as I was able to. Sleep, 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 sleep. A skeleton shooting at me. Whew. Well, look how far away it is. Oh my god. Upon awakening to day 2, I cleared out some more of the area where I wanted to set up and cut down this great wood tree, which was the biggest tree I've ever cut down in my life. It took an extremely long amount of time. To store all of my belongings, I made a cool thing called a small storage crate, which took 4 chests and some materials to make, but it was completely worth it. Look at the inventory on this thing. After that, I worked some more on setting my base up and then went to sleep. On day 3, I ran around exploring for a bit and I ended up finding a village, and it actually had some survivors in it. I was very happy to find them, to say the least. Oh, hello villagers. Hello, hello, cartographer. I'm so happy to see you, leather worker. You are the best. You are the best. I need to protect these. I need to protect them. I'm sorry guys, I'm locking you in here, okay? Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna attract zombies. I got some items from the blacksmith, and I found a desert temple inside of the village, which, what are the chances of that? There was also a villager that was stuck in quicksand in the village, and I stopped to try and help him out before the sun went down. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. Can I, like, get you out of it? Oh, you're done for. Here. Yep, here. Here, I'm gonna push you in the out, and maybe you can get out. Yeah. Come on. There we go. I'm trying to save you, man. There we go. I freed you. I freed you. While running home, I decided that I would move to the village on the next day and try to protect the villagers in it by building a fence around it. On day 4, I got all of my useful belongings and headed to the village. I started setting up my base in a corner and then went out to chop some trees to get a ton of wood so that I could build wooden fences all around the village. By the end of the day, I returned with about 2 stacks of palm wood, and I had trouble sleeping. I think it's because the bed was glitched or something. It kept not letting me sleep, but eventually I was able to sleep safe and sound. Day 5, I made a bunch of fences and got straight to work, building a 2-high fence all around the village. I continued this work into the next day, and a lot of trees chopped down and fences placed later, I finally finished the border. On day 7, I went into the desert temple that I found earlier and got this really cool item called the Staff of Traveling, which lets you teleport when you use it, but I still needed energy to make it work, so I couldn't use it just yet. I also got this cool sword called the Ender, which seemed pretty good because it had a lot of durability, 2,000, and I got some other good loot as well. With the fencing around the village being completed and my base started, I decided I would go mining. There were a lot of ores that I would need to look out for while on my trip, but I especially needed coal because it would be an essential fuel to power machines in my early engineering. While mining, though, I ran into a zombie for the first time. I wasn't sure what to expect, but thanks to the ender that I had gotten earlier, I was able to defeat it, and I continued mining. Using the resources I collected, I was able to make a full set of armor. And please tell me, the decision to make armor while I was down mining...
I'm not gonna tell you. Why does it matter to me?
I think zombies are digging to me. I hear a lot of zombies. Okay. Okay. Break that. Gotta keep on the move.
Just tell
Tony Stark, I travel the world a lot. So I know there's no places I consider iron impenetrable, but the title of captain is viewed with respect. Panthers are observed with awe, and the term Hulk is synonymous with power. But when you come up against an enemy like Thanos, you've got to up your game.
I hear a lot of zombies. There's a lot of zombies. Where are they coming from? Oh my god. Oh my god. There are so many zombies. I need to go this way. I need to get back to the village. I got away from the zombies and got back to home to sleep off the night. On the next day, I farmed up some crops in the village, made a cow farm, and then went out to mine again, this time with the bed in my inventory. While mining, I found a dungeon which had some decent loot in it. There was some nether quartz enough for them not to track me, but I guess I wasn't. Anyways, I was able to slowly kite and defeat all of them one by one, and after that, I instantly got to bed. I continued on mining into the next day and actually found some diamonds, but then the worst thing imaginable happened. Blood moon? No. No. Not a blood moon. Oh my god. I can't sleep during a blood moon. I have to get back home. It was a blood moon, which meant that there would be hordes of mobs spawning everywhere. My first thought was that it would be better if I would get back to my base, so I tried to get to the surface, but as soon as I got close, I quickly learned that that was not a good idea. Okay, that's not
Oh, you bitch.
that's not good.
What's that called?
Why?
Stay down for now. I might
Go
not
to the camp.
Why?
Oh my god. Okay.
Because I'm going to give you a bait.
My fucking god.
Okay, I got it.
I need you to go to the camp. So I need
Well then stop moving near him so I can do something.
Hopefully I can leave their trail.
Here.
I was successfully able to get the zombies off my tail, and I
What?
continued mining.
Go get him.
I was happy with the amount of ores that I got, so I started
There?
moving back home.
Go get him.
This happened.
He can't go to the door. So you can't go.
Do you not see where I'm at?
What is this? What is this?
He can't climb up here.
Oh my god, he does so much damage.
Look above you.
Oh. Yeah, I know where
Getting
you're
out of
going.
there. Please, stop chasing me, please. I almost
He doesn't even want me.
Oh my god, another blood moon? Are you kidding me? Okay, come on. I'm gonna hit you all in lava.
Shoot him with your hand.
I have to hide underground.
That's why I want you to do that.
I have to go. Back to mining again, I guess. I finally returned home on day 11, but while I was gone, the village had been invaded. Oh my god. Holy, what happened here? No. Get out of here. I cleared out all of the zombies that I could find, but unfortunately, one of the villagers turned into a zombie villager right in front of my eyes. He wasn't a lost cause yet, though, so I locked him in the well for the time being and planned to purify him later, which, I didn't do that. I patched up the walls around the village and logged in some of the villagers.
Stay right there.
Started smelting my ores, and then made my first pieces of machinery. The steam dynamo, which when provided with coal and water creates energy, and a disposable item turret, which can shoot out cobblestone. I need to set up 8 of these around my base, but I still needed more materials to do so. Day 13 came and I continued working on my machinery. I was able to make a pulverizer and a redstone furnace. The polarizer basically doubles ores into dust, which you can then smelt to get double the ores you had. It's really overpowered, and I was really excited to start using it. With my beginning pieces of machinery made, I set them up next to each other to make it so that I can automatically double all of the ores that I get. Now I just needed to get the machines powered. So I installed a steam dynamo, gave it some coal, and started powering the polarizer. The issue that I had though is that it wasn't powering the redstone furnace that I had, since nothing was connecting to it. So I had to figure that out. I ended up making something called an energy cell, which can store power, and then placed it next to the steam dynamo and connected cables from it to each machine. And now my redstone furnace had power as well. Next I made an energetic infuser that can charge items, because I wanted to use an item that requires energy called the flux spore. The flux spore is a mining tool that is really good, as you'll see pretty soon. I upgraded it twice to make it better and put it into the energetic infuser for it to charge up. I wanted that required a lot more resources, so I would have to make that later on. While I was waiting for my flux spore to charge, I went around lighting up the village because I did not want any mobs spawning inside my village, especially when the next blood moon would occur. By the next day, the flux spore had enough energy in it for me to use it, so I took it out and headed out to Minestone because I needed a lot more of it to fuel my turrets and build my base. This thing is really good. It can switch between mining one block, mining a tunnel, and mining a 3x3 area.
I keep on getting murdered.
As both a shovel and a pickaxe. I mined with it all the way until it ran out of energy and headed back home to refuel it and drop off my resources. On the following day, I made a machine called the induction smelter, which can combine ores with special ores, which I would need to progress in my machinery. With the progression of my machinery going well, I started working a bit on my machine because, as of how things were, I was not prepared for any zombies to come near it at all. I decided to switch out the great wood that I had to palm wood because that was pretty much the only wood anywhere near me. And I started building with stone bricks and glass as well, which started to make the base.
I'm on the stone.
I continued working.
Well, I have to wait, dumbass.
It really started to shape up. I then completed the flooring of my base, which I really liked. Then made 4 more turrets. So now I had 8 in total. And I thought that I would be able to attach 2 turrets to each turret base, but unfortunately that just didn't work. So I ended up having to place them like this, which wasn't that great, but it wasn't too bad. I then connected cables to them from my energy cell so that they would all
just appeared.
I ran a lot of the cables under my base, which gave the base a really clean design. I didn't want to have cables everywhere, but I just didn't have enough lead to finish the cable. So I wanted to go mine on the next day. Before I did though, I made some mining backpacks, which are amazing because they give you 15 extra slots to store your ores in. Being able to mine out a 3x3 radius just makes you never want to mine normally ever again, seriously. Unfortunately, the flux spore ran out of energy pretty quickly, which was pretty annoying because I didn't even mine for that long. And I wanted to find a way to make it so that I could mine with it for longer, but for now, I just had to return home and charge it again. The polarizer and redstone furnace setup was working very well, and I was able to just put all of my ores in a chest, and they automatically came out doubled on the other side. But while all of my ores were getting smelted, I got back to working on my base.
You don't shoot them or what?
The cables to the turrets, so now all 8 of my turrets were powered and ready to fire.
Why do I have to fire at him?
Of my house, and while doing so, actually change the turrets to look like whatever block you want. So I changed them all to look like stone bricks so that they would camouflage.
This is why he needs to be tricked off the fucking map.
Seen anymore? But I like some of the
Have you tried? Have you successfully ever done it? No, I have.
I did decide to build a wall in front of the machinery that I had though, because I wanted to block off that.
Trick him off the map when you're on the bridge.
On the next day, I finally started charging the staff of traveling that I had gotten earlier. I also made a flux.
You have to be on the bridge to trick him off the map.
Silence to you far away when they drop to the ground, so when I would be mining, I could mine really far away from me, and all the blocks would just get sucked in into my inventory. I also made a quarry which would let me mine out very large areas all the way down to the bedrock. And it was my plan to mine with it all around my base. Day 25 came next. Wow, time's just flying. A fourth of the 100 days. Anyways, on this day, I started to make a storage system. However, one of the things that I needed to do so specifically required me to get oak wood for some reason. I don't know why. I had to go out and find some, and while searching, I finally got to use the Staff of Teleportation, which is amazing. I ended up getting oak wood from a village that I found, and I could have actually just gotten the oak wood from my own village, and after that I was able to set up my storage system, which is made out of these drawers, and what's so good about them is they can basically store an infinite amount of individual items that you put into them, and you can get as much of these as you want, and you can upgrade them as you want. I ended up finding these goggles from the village that I found earlier, and I figured that they were perfect for me, given that my main focus was to be an engineer during this apocalypse. I then went mining on day 26 because I still needed more materials to build the machines that I would need to survive against the zombies, and by day 27, I made it up to the surface and headed home to drop everything that I had gotten. As you can see, this drawer was able to hold all of my cobblestone. Look at that, 666 cobblestone stored in this one drawer. On the next day, I placed down more torches around the village and prayed that it would be enough to prevent zombies from spawning on the inside of it. I then continued working on crafting things that I would need to set up a quarry, and I wanted to be able to make it as soon as possible so that my safety from the zombies would be ensured. With day 30 approaching right around the corner, I realized that my base was not built nearly enough. So I worked on the roof, completely filling it in, and began work on the second floor of my base as well. With that, the base was definitely coming together more and more, and I felt a lot more prepared for an attack. With that done, I slept off the night, and day 30 was here. Zombies now have increased attack damage, increased movement speed, increased tracking range, and blood moons are 3 times more likely to occur than before, with a 15% chance, which right now is on this day. I started working on something that
Why did your thing break?
actually being crucial to my survival. My plan was to create a 3x3 hole all around my
Get over
base
here.
and fill it all in with lava. By nighttime, I was able to complete the border, but the issue was that I had no good way of making it
Jump up here.
to my base so that it wouldn't be easy for mobs to just walk straight into my base. And I thought about making an entrance have a jump, but that would just be too risky once I'd have lava there. So for now, I just had to make a bridge, and I then
What
built
the
those
fuck?
walls all around my base. I then changed the border fences.
You were T-posing. What the fuck?
So that my turrets could shoot at any mobs that would come up to them. And I also made a border on my quarry. So
Will
that
you
no
shut
zombie
up and
could
give me a
start
damn
setting it up.
fucking second? Jesus!
Setting it up at all, and it was nighttime, so I put mine on pause.
Look it up.
Headed down to my mine shaft to look for lava, which I really needed for my board. Soon enough, I found lava, and I was able to store a very large amount of it in something called an iron drum, which can carry an insane amount of liquid, and it keeps the liquid even if you break it. I also mined since I was already down low, and then returned home to a bunch of zombies attacking my border and villagers. So I had to fight them off and repair the border right away. I then used something called an enchanter, which lets you manually select which enchantment you want to get by putting in the correct items. In my case, I had to put in lapis and emeralds, and I was able to get myself Fortune 3 to put on my flux floor. After that, I began filling in the hole around my base with lava, and the iron drum that I had actually made this really easy. There ended up being a villager that fell into the hole, and as much as I was tempted to just fill it with lava anyways, I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I ended up building him a staircase and brought him into my base so that I could keep him protected from any zombies, and you know what? It was nice to have a friend now. Before resuming work on the lava hole on the next day, I found out about this stuff called stable glass, which is really easy to make. It just requires 2 pieces of regular glass in a row, and this stuff is perfect because I needed stronger blocks to keep the zombies out, but at the same time, I still wanted to be able to look outside. And this stuff, well, it did exactly that. So I replaced all of my old glass with this stable glass, and it looked really nice. I then put the finishing touches of lava around my base, and voila, the lava border was complete. For the next stage of defense, I wanted to figure out how to use the quarry, so I worked on that for a while. Once I got it working though, I realized that it would be way too slow with the energy that I was powering it with. I needed to get a much better energy source if I wanted it to actually work. So I plan on getting nuclear energy, but that would definitely take some time to get, so I had to put my plans with the quarry on pause for now. After that though, I came up with the idea of building a sticky piston trap at the front of my door, and that idea required some slime balls. I ventured hard in search of slimes using my staff of travel, traveling at really quick speeds, but no matter how long I looked, I had no luck in finding any slimes. I switched up my strategy.
Did you kill the fucker or not?
Mining for slime
Yes.
but
Then go kill everything else.
still no success. It looked like no mobs were spawning at
Yes, oh
all,
my.
even though it was at
Oh,
dark
yes,
and it was really dark, and I realized that finding slimes would be very unlikely.
I gotta
I
keep
needed
them
to
up.
change up my plans or find another way to get some distance. While I thought about that, I decided that I would work on some other things as well. I wanted to have my flux core last for longer when I would mine with it, so I decided to make a battery, which would really help me with that. And then I also upgraded it, which made
That's
it
a
be able to
debatable
store up to
answer.
350,000 energy, and I set it to charge. Now whenever I would place it on your door, it would charge up my flux core, and I would be able to mine for a long, long
That still means the debatable answer.
working on my second floor, adding glass to it and adding the framework as well. I also did something really cool. I made some more stable glass and changed it to this clear stable glass, and then replaced the floor of the second floor with it. And this stuff is completely transparent, so it looks like you're just floating in the This is completely clear. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Wow. I was really happy with how it looked, so I also built the roof with clear stable glass, and it literally looked like there was just no floor or roof. I liked it a lot. Next, I wanted to further my tech even more, and I decided that I would try to make a jetpack, which actually was not too resource costly. I just needed a lot of lead. Given that I just charged my battery, I figured that it was a perfect time to go mining. The battery worked very well, and I was able to mine for a long time without the flux core running out of energy. After a long mining trip, I returned home and dropped off my ores to start smelting. While they were smelting, I researched into what I could do to get some sticky pistons. I found out that if I could get the actual block of oil sand and then pulverize it, I could get tar, which can then be used to make sticky pistons. To get the block though, I needed Silk Touch, and I thought that this would be no problem since I had the enchanter, but you won't believe it. It required a slime ball to get Silk Touch, or maybe you saw that coming. I did not see that coming. Fortunately, there's another way of getting Silk Touch, rather than just randomly enchanting, which was to create a Tinker's tool and put a silky jewel on it, which acts like Silk Touch. I got to the Tinker station right away, and I made a pickaxe with some very basic parts on it, and then started working on getting a silk jewel. I traded a cleric to get an emerald and hunted for spiders in the nighttime for string, and by the following day I had everything that I needed and crafted a silk jewel. I also created a shelf to put the jewel on just in case, since I was going to dig up sand ore and I didn't want to take any risks. I went down to dig up the ore, and the silky jewel worked. I collected a
Why can't you go kill enemies over there?
put it in the pulverizer, and after a bit of time, there it was.
Go fucking over there.
Boom, 2 sticky pistons. Place them down, and once from my mining trip, we're done smelting, and I can work on creating.
I knew I wasn't going to get it open, dumbass.
But overall, it wasn't too bad. I was able to make a Leadstone jetpack. I
Shut up about it.
So that it would be armored, making it a lot safer for me to wear it. With the jetpack equipped, I went out to continue working on my piston trap, and being able to fly made it a lot easier. I started setting up the redstone for it under my base, but keep in mind that I have very limited experience with redstone, so making 2 pistons work was quite the challenge for me. The next day came, day 45. This meant that not only was the blood moon chance increased once again, and zombies had increased movement speed, range, health, and attack damage, but they could now also build. That means that if I wouldn't get my front door trap to work as soon as possible, I could be dead very soon. I ended up getting 1 piston to work, and I had no idea no idea why the other one was not working. I continued working on this though, and I was seriously struggling. But that wasn't the bad part. I got so involved with trying to figure out the redstone that I forgot to sleep off at night. And then this happened. Oh boy, we got more. Oh my god, okay, I definitely do that now. No.
Found something!
This is not good. I have to get out of my house. They're gonna break my whole house down. Oh, this is very bad. This is very bad. How did this happen? They all came out once. Okay, sleep. I continued struggling further with this simple two-piston trap into the next day. But you know what? I kept working on it. And
Come over here.
after a long time, I got it to work. Nighttime was coming, so I quickly patched everything up and made a hole under the trap. But when I did that, the redstone for the trap was revealed. This posed a serious issue. I couldn't use the trap like this, so I had to replace the redstone and cover it up. After working on it for a bit, thankfully, I was able to get everything working again and my trap was all set. And then I had my first Esperanto come to me. No, come on. Unfortunately, the zombie would not walk into the lava on its own. It was okay. Seeing that zombies wouldn't walk into lava on their own, I wanted to experiment with this all alone.
I have to come over here.
I tried to set it up, but after a while, I found that there just wasn't really any good way for me to expand the pistons without them just creating a bridge to my base on their own. I put everything back to how it was, and now it was time to put my defenses to the test. I was making the zombies into the lava, and everything seemed to be working at first. But as the zombies kept coming, they actually started building over the lava and breaking into my house. I had to figure out a solution for this as soon as possible. For now, I just had to break some of the bridge because I didn't really have a choice. I relied on my jetpack to get across. Making it more difficult for zombies to build out of the trap, I dug an even deeper 3x3 hole very far down under the pistons and put lava there. On the next day, I also put an extra set of doors in front of the bridge.
I know where the ledge is, dumbass.
And then get shot by turrets with no escape once they would enter. Next, I started collecting materials to make a timber smelter, which I could use to make armor and weapons. While doing so, I almost died to a zombie that did 9 parts of damage in one hit. They were mutating. I got away though, luckily, but that could have been it right there. After being down collecting resources for a few days, I was able to create everything required for the smeltery, and I placed it down on the second floor. I set up a tool station as well, and I was now ready to start making gear. On day 52, I decided that I would make a longbow, so I started...
Need you over here.
In the process of doing so, however, something very bad happened. Yeah, a blood moon.
I don't know why you're not following me over here. I don't see what... I don't know how you don't see what's over here.
Either I would lose everything on this night. I continued trying to work on my bow, but as I was, mobs swarmed every side of my house. I hear them breaking stuff. Oh my god, what is that? What is it? Oh, it's a what? Oh no. I need to refill my turrets. Oh, it's out. Refill. Have to refill. Come on. I can't believe it. My defenses are kind of holding up right now. I just need to improve some stuff, but it's not bad right now. I'm staying alive. I made the steel longbow that I wanted, but it was just bad. I don't know what I was thinking. It had a very long draw speed, and it just was not going to be powerful. So instead, I decided I would make a new weapon, a shuriken. And this was the best decision that I made. By now, it was also morning, and the blood moon was over, so I was alive to see another day. But if the zombies would catch me off guard again, things could be over for me really soon. I went around my base clearing up all of the zombies that remained from the previous night and celebrated my victory. I survived the blood moon! Look at that.
Are they dead?
Check it out, not bad.
Yes.
Oh my god, look at that. He blocked it up. He's blocking it up. Look at you. Towards the end of the day, I was able to make a shuriken, but I wasn't just done with it yet. I still wanted to upgrade it. As of the way it is right now, whenever I use a shuriken charge, I can pick it back up, and I only have 56 charges to shoot. What I wanted to do is make it last forever.
Is this chest a mimic?
Shurikens. To do that, I would need to put 5 of these reinforcement modifiers on it.
I don't know.
To the shuriken to make it carry more modifiers, and went out and mined a lot of obsidian for the modifiers that I needed to create. I returned home with a stack of obsidian, and I continued creating and cutting.
No, I know how to check.
Until I finally reached 5, and the shuriken was unbelievable.
No, I can check without disturbing the mimic.
More powerful, and then went out to test it in the night. And let me tell you, it is incredible. Now taking on zombies
It ain't.
was no problem for me on the damage side of things. But as for armor, I still needed to figure that out as soon as possible. Just as I thought that everything was going well, the zombies were able to breach my base and break some of my engineering. This was not a good sign. I needed to get better defenses. On the next day, I cleared most of the mess up, and then I decided that I would start working on a nuclear reactor, which would help me get better defenses because it is 1,000 times better at producing energy than the core that I had been using up to this point. I started creating the nuclear reactor, and it really started to come together on the next day. The only thing I needed more of was gold so that I could complete the nuclear coolant. So I did a lot of mining. I mined through the next day and then slept underground, and it was now day 60, which meant that mutation number 4 was here. Zombies have significantly increased speed, health, and damage, and the blood moon chance is increased. I came back to my base after the mining trip, and I had enough gold to finish the nuclear coolant. With that, I placed the final blocks into the nuclear reactor, and it was ready to go, and I could start working towards setting up a quarry. I gathered a lot of wood, made some machinery, but then a blood moon occurred, and in the night, the zombies were able to breach into my house again. I was able to fend them off, but this was another sign that I really needed to upgrade my defenses as soon as possible. I once again cleared up everything around my base, and then got to work on making armor. I wanted to make it out of steel and electrum. I made all of the casts required, and after 2 days of hard work, I acquired all of the parts required to make the armor and combined them accordingly. I made everything except the chest plate because I wanted to keep the jetpack, but the armor ended up matching with the jetpack pretty well. I put some uranium as fuel into the reactor and checked its status, and it was producing a lot of energy, which meant that I was ready to start up a quarry. I was able to quickly charge up an energy cell with it, and then I placed it next to the quarry and watched magic begin. It was time to start creating a hole all the way down to bedrock, all around my base in defense from zombies and other mobs. As I was about to set this up though, a blood moon occurred, and I chose to go down into the mines to prevent zombies from tearing down my quarry. When I returned home, I set the quarry up on the front side of my base, then started wiring it to the reactor so that it would be powered. By the next day, I finished wiring it, and the quarry began working. I forgot to connect chests to it at first, so I connected and set up some storage crates, and then I made a system that filtered out blocks like sand and cobblestone into one of the crates, and then ores into the other, which worked really well. I took a look at the base from above, and it was starting to look very fortified. I was really happy with it. My next goal was to create tier 2 turrets. Making them would take quite some time, but I started working towards them. I checked up on the quarry, and it was definitely destroying some blocks. I mean, there was enough cobblestone to last me for a long, long time in there. I didn't really do much on day 68, but on day 69, I checked up on the quarry, and it was finished. I had to block up some water at the bottom, and after that, the ground was all bedrock. Day 70, I set up the quarry on another side of my base, and again, I had to wire it up to the reactor, which wasn't optimal, but it worked. With all of this wiring, though, I did want to find a way to charge things wirelessly. To make wireless chargers, I would need a lot of ender pearls, so I got a looting creeper, shaded my sword, and went out looking for endermen in the night. But I wasn't able to find any, so I looked for endermen again on the following night, and I was actually able to find a lot of them, including 3 endermen all gathered together. I'm not sure what they were doing. I kind of felt bad killing them, but I needed ender pearls. I ended the night with 17 ender pearls, which was a big success. To make the wireless technology, though, I ended up needing a lot more plugs, which can only be obtained rarely when mining redstone 1. I went around mining some redstone.
I needed to, dumbass. I have my reason for doing everything.
It looked like it was going to be plugged together. I again set up a quarry on another side of my base to keep its progress going on the next day, and then went out to mine for plugs. And even though I
Don't worry about it.
of redstone,
I'll get
on my
to
2
you.
days, I barely got any plugs from it. I did find a glowstone that was surrounding the beehive while I was mining underground, which was a really nice find because I had been wanting a better way to light up my house other than torches. But I ended up returning home with only 15 plugs and a full inventory. I was able to make some more parts.
Just put it back where I last summoned you. I'll go back.
And the next day was day 75.
I know where to go. You don't have to fucking encounter that many fuckers if I go back to where I summoned you.
What's really scary is the blood moon chance is now 50%, which means that it is even more important that I am always prepared for an invasion. I didn't do too much other than work on my
Just go to the fucking bonfire and make it easier for me.
But luckily, there was no blood moon on this day, and I slept the night away. On day 76, the quarry
Shut up.
the third side, and I set it up on the final side that needed to be dug out. By nighttime, unsurprisingly, a blood moon occurred. Oh boy. I'm not really ready. Oh, I should have removed my quarry, man. I should have removed my quarry. They're gonna break my quarry. Oh no, they're making it over. They're making it over. They're making it over. How are they making... Oh no. They're making it over because of the quarry. Oh my god. No! Oh my god.
A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
I'm ready. Coming from where we did, the average black man is either dead or in prison by 30. Fix your music. It's better odds. Hey, LD, we gotta talk. It's the only way we can get to a better future. Look, I got more miles to do. So I'm ready to get busy.
What's gonna be different this time?
This time, I'm gonna have my brothers with me. I'll send every one of y'all to start.
Dirty bastard, because ain't no father to my style.
What I'm trying to do is get all of us together to work in harmony so that our music can be complete.
How many rappers is out there?
You?
All of us, we've been through our shit.
We in a body bag right now.
Let's use it. Let's make some music.
Sure about the name? Tag? Yeah, that works.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Gotta come in, small swing, and go some ways.
You're about to be the next biggest stars.
Change this entire industry.
there's a fake Linux NPC standing there, and he believes it's the real one the entire time. Then when the troll is over, we go back and he sees his entire house has been covered in paint, and axolotls have been killing absolutely everything. So over here I created this very, very fake Minecraft house. I'm gonna go into the top of it just like this, and I'm gonna do /NPC create Linux. There we go. Hello NPC Linux. This isn't the real one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this NPC Linux here and make Quiff think that we're gonna be trolling him the entire time. But what Quiff doesn't realize is we're trolling absolutely nobody, and he's the one getting trolled. How this one works is if you have a random, just normal animal chilling on the server, and then you get axolotls just chilling in water all by itself, and then you convince this cow to, you know, come on in the water in the axolotls territory, and look what happens. Boom! The cow gets turned into a cow axolotl. I didn't even know it. And this cow can go around and now kill other animals and also infect those animals. Some mobs will slowly start being infected by malaria, like this cool iceberg that Becky was put out of his delivery. Like, bro, I don't know what's going on here. You need to go see a doctor, please. But imagine if I put all these animals right inside a quick bar, but then every type of animal, they're all gonna go so crazy, turn his entire house into paint, all become and kill absolutely everything that's in the vicinity. Now it's time to go call Chris and convince him to come and do a troll with me on Linux. That Linux is the evil for. Welcome to the fake troll. I have a mod on the server that allows you to roll dice. Whatever number you get between 1 and 100, you're gonna press the identity mode and you're gonna change into whatever animal comes up on screen. Then whatever mob you get, you have to go into Linux's fake house and steal one item from it. Nice and simple. Let's hope Quinn falls for this. Quinn, look, there's his house over there. You see it?
Wow, how did he go back? Whoa, okay, I understand.
That's the new house that we have. That's the new house. He wants to build away from us. He thinks that we troll him too much. So we're about to really see
Okay, yeah.
Am I running headlong right here? No, fuck off. Just go. Just go! Why are you complaining about not going? Then go murder them!
Random number, whatever that number is, that's the one that you have to transport the identity. Got one way in his house, still one item to get out. Okay, 42. I don't even know if there's 42. 42. Okay, you're a pillager. Alright, you have to go into those pillagers. Oh my god. Okay, so you have to go in there, you have to steal one item. Go now, you can go now. Okay, now that we've distracted him with that, we can go over here. Okay, so now it's time for the axolotl ball. He thinks we're trolling an NPC Linux. Yeah, he's got nothing to do with this. Me and him, he's the one getting trolled today. And why did I target Quiff? Because look at this beautiful animal farm. So if I spawn one of these axolotls in here, he should start, he will eventually get aggro. We'll see the target the water first. Okay, you know what? Let's get the cow, okay? Cow, come over here, please. I need you to just, just wait here, Mr. Cow. I've got a friend that I want to introduce you to. Oh, look, okay. Oh my god, okay. So when he gets infected,
If you come near me, I can heal you. I couldn't heal you. Where exactly are you putting it? What the hell am I looking at? Mother, even if I didn't have a video game, I'd probably still end up doing the same shit I'd do with picking shit up out of the microwave, Mother.
Rick, what's going on? Son, what have you made for us today, huh? Okay, Rick, how about you drink this flask I gave you, man? Oh, smoke it out. Oh, there we go.
Yes, time with Mr. Meeseeks, you.
Yes! Yes! Time to portal away! Here we go! Yeah! This is the Rick and Morty mod. All the crewmates spawn as Mortys, but one person is Rick, and they have to team up to find the evil Morty among them. Rick has a bunch of abilities he can use to try and find the evil Morty. He has to find a flask around the map, and then for 30 seconds he can use any ability. But the evil Morty can use his abilities whenever he wants. Rick's abilities are a portal gun, where he can place a portal to go anywhere on the map. Rick can get inside his car and fly around at super fast speeds, and he can press the Meeseeks box, where he can make the Meeseeks point at the general direction of Morty. He can make a Meeseek run at a crewmate and will kill them, or the Meeseeks will run at the evil Morty. The evil Morty gets the ability to put on his eye patch, which then he can use his abilities. Evil Morty can use the portal gun, the Meeseeks box, or he can put down a poisoned flask to trick Rick into using it, and then Rick will pass out. If you enjoyed this mod, make sure to like and subscribe. Over 90% of viewers aren't subscribed, so you better click it. Whoa! Hey, Rick! Hey, oh, I'm Morty!
I'm Morty as well.
No, I'm the real one, alright? You're just a copy. Wait, do you have an eye patch in your pocket? No.
If you do, I'm gonna tell Rick. I'm gonna tell Rick.
No. Why the freaking Morty one? Oh god, there's so many Mortys. Why is there so many Mortys? This makes me very uncomfortable. Which one of us is the real Morty? Which one? Oh, I just gotta cut this. Yeah, I guess the box will be good.
It can't be if he's dead.
Yep.
Wait, hang on. Do you think cock...
What?
Oh no!
Someone lying? Oh, Rick, hey, nice.
I just crashed into you on my spaceship. Oh, look, you're bigger than my ship.
No, that's what. Yeah, why do you become extremely tiny when you...
Once upon a time, there lived a princess with really long hair who was waiting for a prince to come save her. Really? There was time for that. But she wanted herself to have a time one day, didn't she? And she was out of there. Now, her hairdressing empire is killing it. And the prince, well, who cares? Come on, change everything.
This is your leg now.
Oh, what are you eating?
Okay.
Okay. Bonnie, what did you call me?
Vizon. He stayed in security room, never walked out, but he disappeared, in fact.
I never trusted that Morty. I never trusted him. Oh, look at him. Okay, great. He was one of us. He was literally one of us.
Rick, you need help finding your flask, right? Find your flask?
Yeah, let's find your flask. Go find your flask. I'll look for you, flask, Rick. Here I go, Rick. Oh, wait. It's right here.
This? Yeah. Cool.
Try to drink out of that one.
Yeah, drink it, Rick.
Drink it.
Oh, you're gonna be an apple. Oh, no, there it is. Grab it, Rick. Die.
Okay, quick, use some abilities. Except, wait, let's stand back. If you use a Meeseeks box, we might die. But...
Oh, yeah. No, just press one of them. Oh, we created a teleport. Right, I'm popping in. Here we go.
Oh, wait.
How do you... Oh, hey. Well, I guess it's time to do some tasks. Wait, why do I still see the Among Us characters in the loading thing? Oh no, the lights are off. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this, Rick. Oh. Is that what Morty sounds like? I don't know. I can't remember. I've just been doing some tasks. No, I'm Morty.
So my man, I know he's dying.
Yeah, what's happening? Buddy, is it you?
Is it you, buddy? No.
Morton Mimer.
I agree with you guys. I think it's blood.
Why?
Because I saw, so I got chased by Mr. Meeseeks, and then when I came running back from Mr. Meeseeks, I saw the bloke was standing like from the direction where Mr. Meeseeks came, and I also saw the car was dead and he was running away from the dead body. I think it's pretty conclusive.
I mean, I definitely didn't place down any Mr. Meeseeks, so it must have been evil Morty.
Okay,
That must be a conclusion.
I'm gonna skip. Who voted for me?
What do you mean you're gonna skip?
I don't know. I don't just
Get
trust your word. I don't just trust one random person's word for no reason.
I told you. Okay. I told you. Hey, genius.
All of evil Morty, destroy Rick and Morty.
Oh, hey guys, it's me, Morty. I mean, you're Morty wearing a red shirt. Red shirt isn't real Morty. Orange shirt is real Morty.
No. Red shirt is real Morty. No.
You guys are all biased.
Rick, can you tell Rick which one's the real one?
Yeah, Rick.
I'm actually busy.
Go back, Rick.
Why would they one-shot me? Because you're in my game, dumbass.
Wait, fixing points towards the imposter was like an ability back. It really isn't me though. Like it actually is me. No, it honestly isn't. That might be one of the worst abilities of my life. No, it's just, that would have made it even more obvious, because it wasn't me anyway. It isn't me. It wasn't. It's me, God. It's me. Alright, are you evil Morty? No, I'm not evil Morty this time. I'm done with being evil Morty. I'm sick of it. I'm done with being evil Morty, alright? Morty, I can't fucking I'm evil Morty. Alright, I'm gonna do a mix 6 box to Jet. There we go.
Wait.
Hold it. Come here. I'm going to show you where to put your sign.
Buddy Hop is up here. He's literally up here when I press it.
Yeah, I see Buddy Hop in security now. Buddy Hop.
Oh, Rick, I don't know about this. I don't know, man. I feel pretty scared.
Why couldn't you just go to the second bonfire? Teleport! You are... Did you leave the room? You have a feather, do you not?
Mr. Meeseek man. Mr. Meeseek man was pointing at Buddy's direction.
And Buddy was in security plan during that. But Nick, we shouldn't probably she's like, you toss.
Well, I think pretty good progress on myself, so.
Yes, okay, Buddy. Oh, this is so lucky. Oh my god, this is so good. With Fletch fighting with an imposter round. Oh my god, will I do it? I don't know. Oh, the portal is. Hey, portal is. Guys, I would say it is not like the portal disappeared. Oh no! Oh no! What was that? Wait, Buddy, that came from Buddy's direction. Okay, we need to get rid of Buddy. No, get my Buddy. Video end of Buddy. Okay, alright. You must think it's okay. Yeah, look at his freaks. He's doing some crazy plays right now.
Whoa. I'm doing my dance, guys.
Yeah, alright. I'm honestly confused. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna finish something. I'm gonna finish it.
Alright, I'm with you, Reese.
Come on then. I'm gonna go ahead. So you guys can put a V6 down right now and it won't even point to me.
Alright, do it, Rick. Do it. Put down the V6. We're gonna figure this out.
I do like last.
Oh, you need one. I'll try and find your boss for you. I'll try and find it. Okay, go. This is where...
In today's video, I plan on surviving 100 days in hardcore ultra modded Minecraft. Now, I realize that you've probably seen thousands of these videos, but I promise mine's a little different, okay? See, I'm playing the Better Minecraft mod pack, which adds well over 200 mods that just make Minecraft amazing. Now, obviously, I'm not the only person who's done it with this mod pack. I believe there's a group of people in those videos. There's everything from instructions to crazy mods. Let me tell you, you do not want to mess with one of these.
What do you need to put on?
To shreds.
Double one.
Another